Everyone, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about biases, about equal opportunity, about being fair, doing the right thing. Now, each and every one of us has certain friends that will always vote for, push along, or choose in a competition, in training, or just to go on a trip with us. Maybe you choose certain friends of yours to be on your football team. You know, in school, sometimes you have to pick sides going back and forth. And we do that. And sometimes it's okay when you're younger. But as we mature, as we become adults, as we're supposed to become responsible, sometimes we still don't pick the best person for the job. For example, we know back in the day, so long ago, slavery, blacks weren't chosen for anything except for maybe being a janitor or menial jobs. That's the way things were back then. And same with Asians and some other cultures. Not necessarily less than, they were just expected to take on lesser positions. And us, mostly Anglo-Saxon white guys, pushed them into that or made them feel that's where they're supposed to be. Now, we can't change whatever happened in the past, but today, in the 21st century, we should know by now we need to be more fair and respectful to each other. Now, I'm a very, very good friend of mine, Director of Equal Opportunity on Vandenberg Air Force Base. Now, her job is to listen to complaints from people who thought they'd been prejudiced against or racist against or chosen or picked out or disregarded, disrespected because of their sex, because of their culture, their race, maybe because of their religious background, and yes, even because of sexual orientation, which today we're not supposed to question or ask about. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing, regardless what you believe in or don't believe in, we still have to respect each other and do our best to maybe look in their shoes and say, yeah, I can understand how you're feeling or why you're feeling that way. But if you don't understand it, that's okay also. You still have to listen and respect and, more importantly, be fair. Because we all have biases in this world. Even Toastmasters. And I love Toastmasters so much. But, for instance, contest. I know a woman who will always vote for her daughter, regardless of how well she does, because it's her daughter. And I know a guy who will always pick his wife, even if she wasn't the best for the day, for the best whatever. And that's okay in some circumstances. Obviously, you want to choose your loved ones and protect them and care for them and help push them up. But when we have a bias so strongly like that, it hurts the whole. It hurts the whole. Now, we all belong to organizations, maybe at work, maybe bowling leagues, whatever it is, or we're always going to pick our own team, our own co-workers, our own whatever. Of course we are. But when you're at a different level in competing, even if it's a speech, if you're competing, trying to do better, go against others, we can't coddle each other. We have to encourage everyone to become better. But when you consistently tell people, you're doing great, here's your gold star, you deserve a trophy just for showing up, you are doing a big injustice to that person and to that group. And going back to Toastmasters, I have a friend of mine who tells this club, like, you are the best, you guys are great, I'm so proud of you. And quite frankly, they're not nowhere near that level. But it's okay to keep building someone's ego up so they think they're doing good and better and on the right track. But how do you correct that and steer it when you're already telling them they're already doing the best? So how can they even expect or even know anything's wrong if you're always telling them they're doing great things? See how crazy society has got us today? Where we want everyone to do good and we expect them all to do good and do well. But we're not mentoring. We're not guiding. We're just saying, Here's a trophy for showing up. Thank you. And I'm sure you're going to be even better next time. How is that helping anyone? Every one of us. And it's okay to fail. I've failed so many times. Different businesses, especially in relationships. I've failed ideas. I've lost money in investments. I bought cars that were really lemons, falling apart trying to save a buck. I got in real estate investments that didn't quite pan out. That's okay. It's supposed to make you stronger. It's supposed to make you better. It's supposed to make you more cautious. Maybe study a little harder to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck. Now, every one of us has a prejudice of some sort. Maybe we don't like people that smoke. Maybe we're turned off by people wearing dark glasses or funny hair or wild clothes, things like that. Maybe the kind of music we don't like to listen to. You still be respectful, but it's okay to dislike that. We just can't bring that to the forefront, important issues. And we can't, talk to the hand. I guess that's okay. But you can't push someone aside just because you disagree with them. Politics, for instance. Democrat, Republic, Independent, Green, all those different parties. Who cares? Pick the best person for the job, despite the party. If you're a Democrat, fine. But vote for someone who's going to do best for our country and for us as a whole. And a Republican, whatever, vote for who you think's the best. We don't have to follow the party. Now, sure, we should have a certain belief. For instance, Christians and Muslims, they have different beliefs, and you kind of follow that party. But, follow what you think is right in your heart. And make sure whoever we elect is doing what's best for the people, doing what's best for you and I, doing what's best for the economy. But realize whoever we elect, they are our representatives, not necessarily our leaders, but our representatives. They will make mistakes, just like you and I will. We can have the best people on our team that we trust and giving us advice, but realize someone's going to tell you one thing and someone's going to tell you something different, and we, as that leader, still have to make a decision. Sometimes we're right on task, sometimes we're a little off-skewed. And that's okay. We just have to get back on track and pray and support one another that we get back on track and do the best what's for everyone involved, regardless of sexual orientation, creed, race, religion. We have to do what's best for all of us. Now, face it, I'm going to tell you right now, there are some religions, and you know what they are, that say, kill the one who doesn't agree with our religion. Destroy, maim, take over anyone that doesn't agree with us. Is that really what you want in our leadership? People that believe that way? Come on. We can coddle so much. We can tolerate so much. But there comes a point where we have to make a decision and get rid of people who are destroying our way of life, who are destroying my family values, who are telling me the way I'm supposed to think. Get real! Be serious. It's stupid. Every one of us has biases. Every one of us gets upset about something. Every one of us gets turned off or feel, apprehensive about an issue. Doesn't mean we can't listen to the other person. We can't have a mutual respect. You should have your 5 minutes to talk, and I need to have my 5 minutes to talk. Don't you dare cut me short. And I shouldn't cut you short either. There should be a time limit for us to get our point across. And if you go over that time, it needs to be fair, back and forth. Like a debate needs to be fair, back and forth. And if you're just saying one party can talk and the other one has no right to, that's not freedom of speech. That's stupid, taking away someone's freedom of speech and telling the rest of the world, well, tough, that's just the way it's going to be. Well, I'm trying to get out my soapbox, but I'm telling you, we all need to be careful out there. Sure, we have our special sports team, we have our daughter or our spouse that we're always going to support. But in fairness, we should always pick and choose the right person for the job. Whether it's a sports team that lead us in competition, or leadership of a country or county or school board or whatever. Always, at the best of your mind, do the best that you can do and choose the right people. You might have to do research yourself. You may have to stay away from social media and really look at the issues yourself. Study, become smarter. We have so much information out there to make us smarter. Don't let social media and the media as a whole dumb you down. Media is a tool for you and I. Social media shows is a tool for you and I to talk about what bothers us, things we like, things we dislike, people we like, people we dislike. But we're still going to be respectful outside the show, in the show, and to our guest. Because quite frankly, we need each other in this world. And we keep beating up one another, or almost worse yet, keep telling people that you're doing great all the time and not expecting them to be great. We're doing such a disservice. Now, I encourage you and myself to stop doing a disservice to one another, to respect that we're supposed to love each other. It's not easy. It's not easy. We don't have to like one another, but damn, we better respect each other. Well, those are my 2 cents of the day. I'm just telling you, watch your biases, believe in equal opportunity, and do your own research and studying. And always do your best to pick the right person for the job. This has been In the Office with Joseph Skoda, and I look forward to sharing with you in the near future. Please share this show and many others that I'm involved with and social media shows, and go to my website, josephskoda.com, and just check out what I'm about. I'd love to connect with you. Have an awesome day. Bye now.